Hey, welcome back to the Friday Funnies. You know, the summer season is over. You know, summer doesn't officially end until September 21st, but for all practical purposes, it's over on Labor Day. And as the days get shorter, so is the list of candidates running for president on the Democratic side. The original list was 26. That's now been pared down to 20. And I think it's time for some survivor-type challenges to help thin the herd a little bit more. Now, I don't know how Bernie Sanders would fare in any of the physical challenges, but I'm willing to bet that he could eat a bug or a larva with the best of them. And speaking of bugs, there's two stories in the news I just do not get. A man in Vietnam went to the doctor complaining of ear pain. The doctor looked inside and discovered a large bee had made a home in the guy's ear, was burrowing into his head. Meanwhile, a woman in Missouri went to the doctor and said, "Ooh, I have ear pain." The doctor in there found a venomous brown recluse spider and extracted that from her ear. My question, how did these bugs get in their ears with nobody noticing? Please, people, take care of your ears. They're the only ones you have. And in order to prevent future bug infestations, two simple words, Q-tips, And now, here are the latest tips that I found in the news for this week's Friday Funnies. A woman in New Hampshire is fighting to keep her vanity license plate that she has had on her vehicle for 15 years. State authorities told her that her plate, seen right here, is a violation of state requirements. She got the plate, she said, when she had kids, and she did it to remind them that before a car trip, we all must pee before we go. Now, this is good advice for anybody, and the plate should not be condemned by the state who has people with obviously strong bladders. If she's forced to change the plate, I suggest she go with something like this one, P-O-N-U-N-H. They'll never figure out it's P on you, New Hampshire. A Dairy Queen restaurant in South Carolina was raided by federal authorities this week who were acting on a tip that Dairy Queen's hamburgers contained human flesh. The meat was tested. It was found that the only meat in there came from cows, nothing else, which is a big whew from me because I was almost considering the Impossible Whopper as an alternative. And while there were no food violations at the DQ, they did arrest two men for money laundering when they discovered trash bags filled with cash. Fortunately, they did not find any trash bags filled with human flesh. Keith Mounts is a 46-year-old man from guess where? That's right, Florida. When Keith was visiting a friend, he had to use the bathrooms for, how shall we say, big body. And when he was done, he didn't flush the toilet. And his friend said something to him like, "Hey, pig face, flush the hopper when you're done." And Mounts took offense to this and threatened to chop the guy up with a machete he had in his hand. Police were called. Mounts was arrested. He gave a written statement to police. This is absolutely true. That statement only said, "Shit happened." He's currently awaiting trial, and he's sitting in the county jail when he's doing that. He said when his case is resolved, he plans to move to San Francisco, where, thank goodness, anybody can poop in the street. Hey, my friends, that's all I have for you for this week's Friday Funnies. Please pass these along to friends. Please like us on whatever you're watching this on right now. And I will be back here next week with more stuff.